The air in the living room hung heavy, thick with the scent of her lavender perfume and the faint tang of spilled wine from last night's glass, still unwashed on the coffee table. I stood frozen, my phone trembling in my hand, the screen glowing with a message that sliced through my chest like a serrated blade. "He's such a pet husband, isn't he? Always wagging his tail for you." The words, sent from my wife Clara's phone to her friend Mia, burned into my retinas. I wasn't meant to see it. Her phone had buzzed while she showered, and I, half asleep, had glanced at it out of habit. Now the words clawed at me, mocking, cruel, reducing 15 years of marriage to a sneering jest. My heart thudded, a hollow drumbeat in my ears. The room spun, the plush gray sofa we'd chosen together, the framed photo of our beach honeymoon, the chipped mug I used every morning for coffee she brewed. It all felt like a stage set now, props in a play I hadn't known I was acting in. Was I a pet? A loyal dog blindly devoted while she what? Laughed behind my back? My fingers tightened around the phone, knuckles whitening. I wanted to scream, to smash it against the wall, but instead I set it down gently as if it might bite. Clara's voice floated from the bathroom, humming a tune, carefree, oblivious. The sound grated, each note a lie. I paced the hardwood floor, the creak under my boots echoing my racing thoughts. Maybe it was a joke. A careless text, nothing more. Clara loved me. She'd said it last night, her arms around me, her lips warm against my cheek. But doubt slithered in, cold and insidious. There'd been signs, hadn't there? Her late nights at the office, her phone angled just out of my view, the way her laughter stopped when I entered a room. I'd brushed them off, chalked them up to stress, to my own insecurities. But pet husband? That wasn't stress. That was contempt. I sank onto the sofa, my hands raking through my hair. The clock on the wall ticked, each second a taunt. I could confront her now, demand answers, but what if I was wrong? What if I was the fool, overreacting, tearing apart our life over a text? My stomach churned, bile rising. I loved her, God, I loved her. The way her eyes crinkled when she smiled. The way she'd leave sticky notes on my briefcase with silly doodles. But love didn't erase the sting of those words. I needed to know. I needed proof. The shower stopped. My pulse spiked. I grabbed her phone again, my thumb hovering over the screen. The passcode, our anniversary, unlocked it easily. Too easily. My fingers moved before my brain could catch up, scrolling through her messages with Mia. "He's so predictable, it's almost boring. You should see how he fusses over dinner. Like a trained puppy." Each line was a punch, stealing my breath. Then a name, Ethan. Ethan gets it. He doesn't treat me like I'm fragile. My vision blurred. Ethan, her coworker. The charming one with the easy smile, who joined us for drinks once, his hand lingering too long on her arm. I dismissed it. I trusted her. The bathroom door creaked open, and I shoved the phone back onto the table, my heart hammering. Clara emerged, wrapped in a towel, her wet hair clinging to her shoulders. "Morning, Nate," she said, her voice soft, almost tender. She leaned down to kiss my forehead and I flinched. Her brow furrowed. "You okay?" "Fine," I muttered, my throat tight. I couldn't look at her. Not yet. Not until I understood how deep this went. Just tired. She tilted her head, studying me, and for a moment I thought she'd press further. But she just shrugged and padded to the kitchen, humming again. The normalcy of it, her making coffee, the clink of mugs, felt like a betrayal in itself. I stood, my legs unsteady, and mumbled something about needing air. She didn't stop me. Outside, the autumn chill bit at my skin, the street quiet except for the rustle of leaves skittering across the pavement. I walked aimless, my mind a storm. Ethan. The name pulsed like a wound. I remembered the late-night texts she'd laughed off as work stuff, the weekends she'd spent at team retreats. I believed her because I wanted to, because the alternative was unbearable. But now the pieces fit too well, a puzzle I'd been too blind to solve. I stopped at a park bench, my breath visible in the crisp air. My phone buzzed, her name on the screen. "Where do you go?" "Coffee's ready." I stared at the words, my thumb hovering over the reply button. I wanted to type, "Who's Ethan?" I wanted to scream it. Instead, I shoved the phone in my pocket and kept walking. By noon, I was at a cafe, nursing a black coffee I didn't taste. My mind replayed every moment of our marriage, searching for cracks. The time she'd come home smelling of unfamiliar cologne, claiming it was a client's. The way she'd started locking her phone last year. The way she'd stopped saying I love you first. Each memory was a shard cutting deeper. I wasn't just a pet to her. I was invisible, a backdrop to her life. I couldn't go home. Not yet. I checked into a cheap motel, the kind with flickering neon signs and stained carpets. The room smelled of mildew and regret, but it was better than facing her. I lay on the sagging mattress, staring at the cracked ceiling, wrestling with what came next. Confrontation? Divorce? Could I even say the word? I imagined her face, crumpling or defiant, and neither felt right. I still loved her despite everything. That was the worst part, the love that refused to die even as it choked me. My phone buzzed again. A voicemail. Her voice trembling now. Nate, where are you? I'm worried. Please come home. Worried. Or guilty. I played it again, searching for truth in her tone. Then another message. I know something's wrong. Talk to me. My chest tightened. She knew I knew. Or she suspected. The game was up. I drove back at dawn, the sky bruised purple. The house was dark, except for the kitchen light. Clara sat at the table, her face pale, eyes red-rimmed. She looked up as I entered, and for a moment neither of us spoke. The silence was a living thing, heavy, suffocating. Nate, she whispered, her voice breaking. Why didn't you come home? I set her phone on the table, the screen dark but screaming with secrets. Who's Ethan? I asked, my voice low, steady though my hands shook. Her eyes widened then dropped. Guilt. It was unmistakable now. It's not what you think, she said too quickly. Then what is it? I stepped closer, my voice rising despite myself. Because I saw the texts, Clara. Pet husband. Ethan. Tell me I'm wrong. She covered her face, a sob escaping. It was a mistake, she said, her words muffled. A stupid, awful mistake. I was lonely. You were always so busy, so perfect, and I felt trapped. Trapped. The word exploded from me. I gave you everything. This house, our life. I built it for us. I know, she cried, standing now, her hands clutching the air. And I hate myself for it. He was there and I was weak. But it's over, Nate. I swear. I wanted to believe her. God, I wanted to. But the texts, the mockery, the years of quiet lies, they loomed like shadows. You called me a pet, I said, my voice breaking. You laughed at me. She flinched, tears streaming. I didn't mean it. I was venting, being stupid. I love you, Nate. I need you. Need. The word hit like a slap. Not love, not want, need. I saw it then. The bills I paid, the house I maintained, the life I'd carried while she drifted. She needed me, but not the way I'd needed her. I turned and walked out, her sobs echoing behind me. The door closed with a soft click, final as a gunshot. In the car I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just drove, the road blurring before me, knowing she'd wake to a house too big, too quiet, too empty without the pet who'd held it all together.